Hello again. On today's cooking video we're going to make a easy pasta. This pasta is a whole wheat linguine with some tomato, scallops, and some fresh basil. So in a few minutes I'm going to show you how to make this. In today's cooking video we're going to take a more improv approach to cooking, and today our guest cook is Miss Hands. And right now she's just chopping up some onions because we are going to make a whole wheat pasta, and she's going to explain what we're going to be putting into it. So what are we going to be putting into it?
I knew that I had some frozen scallops and we felt like Italian pasta, but we didn't really feel like going out to a restaurant, so we said, all right, let's cook inside, let's cook at home. So we decided just to make it as simple as possible because these onions are making my eyes water. We wanted to make it as simple as possible, and pasta quite often is really good the simpler you do it. So we thought, we don't unfortunately have olive oil because Jay doesn't have a lot of Italian ingredients in his house at the moment. So anyway, we're gonna cheat and use a little bit of butter. So we're just quickly gonna saute up the onions until they're soft. Cook them a little bit. So then we're going to throw in a bit of garlic, because you can't have Italian without garlic. Plus I love garlic. It should be in everything in the world, even toast. And then let that cook, let its flavors meld together. Then we'll chop up some fresh tomatoes and we'll throw those in. But again, we don't really want to cook them. We just want them to sort of warm up, really. And then throw in which are now soaking, our scallops, because they were frozen. And they don't need a lot of time because they're not very big scallops. And then we'll throw in some fresh basil.
Cool.
And it's quick and easy.
We don't have a lot of ingredients basically, but they're all fresh. So we got our onion here, we got some garlic, we have the basil, we have some vine tomatoes that we just got fresh, and of course this. Are your eyes burning and tearing?
My eyes are crazy.
I heard that if you chew gum while you chop onions, that it doesn't make your eyes tear.
What? That's crazy.
I heard that, but I don't know.
We have to try it.
Well, maybe we'll try it. Yeah, and if anyone else out there has any ideas or suggestions that do work, send a video response because I'd be happy to know. Okay, so we have some butter here in the pan, and we're just gonna add that onion to the butter just like that. And you said you're gonna get this going, sweat them out, and then you're gonna add the garlic?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's add that now. Why not? So we might have our onions probably should have gone a little longer, but because we're doing it by butter, we don't want to burn the butter or anything else.
Well, it looks like we got some color on the onion already, so what are you doing now?
Making a mess of things.
So you're cutting up the tomato.
I'm dicing the tomato, yes, because I'm going to.
Okay. So from here on, it's going to be pretty quick, eh?
It will be very quick because.
So you're just going to do the tomato and then what? Add the scallop and then the basil last.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Because whenever I cook, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's like this, and this is in a way, the sauce is almost like a stir fry. You have to, before you make the dish, you have to think what is the food ingredient that's going to take the longest to cook, and then of course you start with that. Gotcha. So that's typically how I do these, and I forgot to.
Okay. So we're about to add the tomatoes, yeah?
Yes, we have previously diced them, and they're so beautiful. They're on the vine tomatoes, so hopefully they'll be more flavorful than your average tomato. Romas tend to be good too because they seem to have a bit more flavor sometimes.
I use a lot with the Romas.
Yeah. Well, I find that in the supermarket that they just tend to be already ripened, whereas some of the other ones are a bit hard still. So with this, we don't really want to cook it that much. We've got it on high, and that will cook off some of the liquor that comes with, the liquid that comes with the tomatoes. So we're not really going to cook it. We're just sort of heating it really and evaporating the liquid. And let that happen here for a little bit more. Then we have previously We had frozen scallops, which we just drained on a paper towel. And I think I'll toss those in right now because they will take, oops, good job. It will take seconds almost because they're so tiny, these particular scallops. So we'll quickly stir those in.
So it's pretty much similar to shrimp with only like a couple minutes that you need to get them done, right?
Right. Any frozen seafood, really, any seafood or fish, really, in my mind, should be cooked quickly. I'm going to start shredding in the basil because we're going to be taking this off the fire here in seconds almost.
Now there's a reason why you're tearing those with your hands instead of cutting them, right?
Oh yeah, it's a lot more fun. No, it's just like if you're making a salad and you're cutting up your lettuce, you don't really want to use a knife because it will rust the lettuce or rust whatever your greens are. So it'll give it a brown edge. I think there's another reason too, but I'm not really sure. I'm just going to turn this down.
Yeah, the edges turn black, yeah.
Yeah, so it's an aesthetic thing, but I think there's also perhaps another reason for doing it, that it releases the flavor or something, I don't know. And again, if anybody who's watching this knows the answer to any of these questions that we're bringing up, well, let us know. And it's good for everybody. And we're pretty much done. Time to throw it on that whole wheat linguine and we're
Do we need to
happy.
put any more salt or pepper?
Yeah, I think we should.
What kind of pasta are you using?
This is whole wheat pasta. And it is in linguine form. So the good thing with the wider, as opposed to, we had choices of spaghetti or linguine, and I thought the linguine would be better because it has a broader surface that would adhere, the sauce will adhere to.
So we're just gonna roughly toss that together and it should absorb the sauce and then we'll be good to go. This pasta's so easy to make, even Rain Man could do it. And he was a retard. A retard. So that's it. It's ready to go and we are going to eat. So until next time, have fun in the kitchen. See ya.